Hi, I'm Pati and welcome back to A Small Geeky Chica Figures. Today we're continuing with our Nendoroid Collection video again with another Haikyuu Nendoroid, this time from a different team, partner to Oikawa. We have 699, Mr. Iwazumi Hajime. Yay, Iwa-chan joins the group. So I think there are only two Alba Josai Seijo Nendoroids, just Iwazumi and Oikawa, and there's a couple of them in a couple of different outfits, but that's it for the whole team, which unlike Karasuno, even Nekomo, they have a couple of other players. It's just these two, but really they're the best two to have anyways, so I'm really excited to open this one. Let's see, he comes with his receiving pose, and he also comes with a little long sleeve jacket. Most of them all have short sleeves for their uniforms, but he, as you can see him right here with his with the Oikawa in his captain jacket, they have a cute little matching pose right there. Super serious face. He has his arms crossed and he's showing off his muscles, ready to play. And then this is one of my favorite faces he has when Oikawa makes him angry, and then he's ready to give him a little whack on the head. So yeah, this is my 22nd Nendoroid in this Nendoroid series. We still got a long way to go, but for now, let's get this little guy out of his box. There you go. Got some little extra plastic, but here we have his little stand, and he's in his blister. Like almost pretty much every Nendoroid, he comes with his little handling instruction booklet. So before we take a look, we see he has his three faces. Shows off his spare joint that's in his spare like pretty much body type is his torso and arms. The volleyball. Like Kudo, he has his arms in this position, plus a bunch of different arm parts and then the extra leg parts. But unlike Kudo or Oikawa, since he's not a captain, he doesn't get the little fancy jacket. So let's get him out of this blister and take a closer look. Pretty standard now, you've seen it 100 times. But here he has his little Haikyuu volleyball stand. This is a little different because you actually have more of a side. Usually it's pretty down the middle. But yeah, here is Iwa-chan. He's in focus. He's got that little angry face. So Oikawa did something to piss him off. But he also comes with these two other faces, which is his more serious face, and then he has a happy face too. They just scored, they're doing well. And then this is more interesting, where he has a pose where he's actually wearing the jacket, but it's not separate like the captain ones that they wear on their backs. This one he just gets to completely wear it and then have long sleeves, which is very much unlike most of the other Haikyuu volleyball ones. When they're in their volleyball costumes, they don't usually come like this, so this makes him a little extra special. And this one comes with a hand that lets you hold the volleyball, as you can see the little nub right there, and his little extra neck joint comes attached already. And then, so like Kudo that we saw last time, he has this arms crossed position, and then he has these extra little poses where he is showing off his biceps. See that? Showing off all his muscles, right as they're getting ready to play. And then he has a couple of different positions of his arms from when he's either receiving the ball, like right there, or let's see, this one when he's making a fist because Oikawa pissed him off. And let's see, yeah, that's pretty much it. It helps him receive, look angry. You can see him posing with Oikawa right there. So let's see, what pose shall we put him in? Should we put him in, let's see, this pose where he's holding the volleyball? Or should we put him in the pose right here where he's showing off his muscles. We're not gonna change his legs today, but that is definitely an option that you can see right here. I believe he has his bent leg position. We can also make him angry. Let's do this pose. This pose seems kind of fun. So for that pose, he is using this face. So let us change his faceplate. And then he actually has different shoulders for that one. So we're just gonna take off this one. We're gonna put on the muscly arm first, which has a rolled up sleeve. So it's really easy to tell which one should go in there. Not confuse the shoulder pieces like we did with, what was it, Sugawara? Sugawara, I think, had some of his shoulder pieces mismatched. And then let's see how we can put this one in. It's funny right now because it looks like he's touching his face. Ooh, let's focus. Like he's touching his face and heard some gossip. But let's position it correctly so that it is like that. Yeah, should be like that. Where he's taking a walk. And he's holding his arm up for you. Very cute. Seeing he's doing that. Walking towards you. Awesome. And then we can just put this in his bag, and then he'd be able to stand and pose on his own. And that's pretty much for it for Iwa-chan. He's a pretty simple one. Let's see if we can put the volleyball in here and just to give you a preview of what that looks like. Of course, if I can even get the ball out, which is can be really challenging sometimes to get these volleyballs out of their little position in the blister. But yeah, he has the yellow and blue volleyball that became a little more common after like Suga-chan. I think Kudo also has this volleyball, even though we're missing it from our box. All the other Haikyuu ones before had the, what was it? It's a white, green, and orange volleyball. But you can either get this combination or the other combination, and you can swap them around. It doesn't really matter. They all fit in these hands that they come with, if they come with a hand that can hold it, the volleyball. And then you can make a whole bunch of little dioramas of them all playing volleyball, practicing, having a game. Karasuno is really the only one that has a full team, even though it's missing some of the second years that you don't see as often, but they're still very important to the story. For Seijo, like I said earlier, they're the only two characters really are Iwa-chan and Oikawa. And Nekoma actually has up to 4 teammates, I believe. There's Kenma, who we've seen, Kudo, who you've seen, and then there's also Yaku, who we haven't seen yet, but I do have his Nendoroid, and Lev, who as well haven't seen yet, but I do also have him, so you'll be seeing those in the future. But yeah, any other one doesn't have a full team, so you can have Karasuno versus a mishmash of other team players from players from other teams, if you want to make a little set and take some photos like I like to do. But that's it for today. I think we've gone over most of what you can do with this little guy. If you enjoyed these videos, I do post every Friday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I hope you consider giving a like and subscribing so you know when these videos are coming out, and you can keep up with my Nendoroid collection or sometimes the blind boxes that I open. That being said, I'm gonna have to bid you adieu and hope to see you next time. Bye!